Hi everyone, this is Mr. Shao coming for you at week 16 for Imperialism. So we're going to be looking at assignment number 2, and that is Imperial Causes and BBQ, which is a document-based question. So this is actually on a Google form, and it's going to be a good amount of writing. But you have a week to complete, and we're going to be discussing the causes throughout the week as we kind of look at imperialism as a whole and introduce you to the concept. So let's go ahead and look at what we need to do. So we're going to be completing the Google form, and then we're going to be analyzing two primary documents, as well as giving our own example. So here is the assignment on Google Classroom, and that's going to be under week 16. And there's a little bit more instruction as well in the assignment. See if it loads. There we go. All right, so here's assignment number 2, and we're going to be talking about causes of imperialism, the DBQ. Again, a document-based question is going to be looking at given documents, and you're going to be answering questions based on these documents. So I'll show that to you in a second. But look at here, okay, and we see there are going to be 6 short answer questions, and 4 of them will just be more like definitions. Okay, so I'll show you what that means. So part 1, you're going to be looking at 4 reasons of what caused imperialism, and so we're going to be defining and just kind of giving examples of each of these 4 reasons, and then we're going to take those 4 reasons and we're going to actually use that to help us answer questions 5 and 6, meaning that it's going to provide our evidence in how we explain the document we are given. Okay, so let's take a look at that. So here's the Google form. So here is the sentence phrase that you're expected to use. Okay, and just kind of read through that carefully. So you're going to use this sentence frame and you're going to put in reason and evidence to help explain what you're supposed to be answering. And the answer is so the question is asking you what motive or what reason in this document explains what caused imperialism. So the first part is going to be looking at 4 reasons. Okay, so below are a few causes of European imperialism. So what caused imperialism? That's the first question you're going to be answering. And in your own words, you're going to explain each of the causes. And the causes are actually here for you. So the 4 reasons are racism, right to rule inferiors, sources for new raw materials, military and national security, as well as new markets for imperialism. What does all that mean? So in that first 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're going to be expected to explain what this means. Why did they imperialize? Why did they colonize these foreign nations? Okay, so why did Europe go out and colonize certain places? And explain what racism or right to rule theory means. So it could be this justification of what right did the Europeans have. So think about that. And then I think everything else is very self explanatory. So make sure you read 1 through 4 and you explain what each of these causes are and give an example of where you probably may see this or expect it to happen. Okay? The second part, 5 and 6, is again another short answer question. And you're going to be looking at who wrote it. Okay. So the first part is going to be written by this person, Cecil Rhodes. Okay. And so document A is asking you about what motive. Okay. So what are which one of the 4 causes did Cecil Rhodes kind of use to justify why he did what he did or why he went to Africa. Okay, so think about that. And again, use the sentence frame. This document best illustrates that sources of resources as the primary reason or motive for imperialism first, and then you explain why do you think this is actually an example of sources of raw materials, okay? And that probably isn't the reason for it. So number six is exactly the same, but you get a different document. So document B is written by Parker T. Moon, and think about what his reason, what example he's setting for the reason for imperializing other countries. Okay, hopefully this makes sense to you once you start doing it. It is something we're going to see again. So make sure you practice this and learn a little bit about how the DPQs work because you're expected to use documents from the literature, and this is probably documents you haven't seen, but they're going to give it to you in the test or in the writing, and then expect you to kind of squeeze something out of it so that you could explain a cause or a reason for this event. Okay. All right. Hopefully, if you have questions, you could post it on Google Classroom, or you could send an email, or you could actually ask us in Zoom as we are going over these assignments. But please make sure you understand this as we are doing it. We're almost at the end, guys. We just got to finish strong, okay? So thank you for your time, and I will see you guys in class.